What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video, hype this video, and share it because I'm going to talk about Becky Lynch. She's a WNBA coach, former player. She actually was a part of Greg Popovich's coaching staff. Yeah, she's a disciple of, in a way, of Greg Popovich, and she has his same asshole demeanor because Becky Lynch is getting cooked all over social media due to her refusal to apologize to Jalen Brunson because she had been basically, in her own way, belittling his size as a player, making it seem like he'll never be successful because of his height. Well, he wins the NBA championship with the New York Knicks, and people are wondering where Becky's at. Well, Becky was hiding, all right? And she had to be asked by, I guess, someone in the media about it because she wasn't going to say anything publicly. I believe she had done TV work. I don't know. Y'all let me know if she still does TV work on ESPN. I don't know. But I guess she feels like her opinion holds a lot of weight to the point to where she can't can't humble herself enough to say, you know what, I truly was wrong for what I said, And she did disrespect Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson was not happy about it. And apparently Jalen Brunson's sister, Erica, was not happy about what she had to say. But let me say this too. Do y'all think that a privileged white woman in Becky Hammon is going to apologize for being wrong? Absolutely not. Okay. Now I say this very sarcastically. This woman, again, she is a disciple of Greg Popovich. She has his same asshole demeanor, right? And you even see it when she's coaching in the WNBA. There was even talk that this heifer was gonna had the opportunity to be an NBA coach because she was a part of Greg Popovich's staff and she would coach the summer league team. Absolutely not. Okay, this woman is very emotional. I saw her screaming at a ref for literally no reason. And again, she can't say that she's wrong. She got close to apologize, but she doesn't. Now, I'm not one of those people who seek apologies from people, but if you're wrong, right? And if you work in TV, you have to be able to hum yourself enough to say, I was wrong, that's on me. But she's not really doing that. She's getting closer, but she's not doing that because women never want to apologize for anything, right? Women want to be equal to men, but they don't want what comes with being a man, and that's accountability. You see, us as men, we are accountable for all of our actions, okay? Not some of them, not most of them. All of our actions are to be accounted for. If we screw up, we will be punished, especially if we do something bad, or we can lose a lot if we mess up. But Becky, because, she's a Western woman, probably is a feminist, you can't tell her nothing. You can't tell her she's wrong, right? So let's get into this. Becky Hammon won't back down from terrible Jalen Brunson take. Years ago, Las Vegas Aces head coach Becky Hammon made the rounds for claiming the New York Knicks would never win a championship with Jalen Brunson as their go-to guy. She definitely should apologize for this. Absolutely. She pointed out that outside of Stephen Curry and Isaiah Thomas, undersized point guards had never led their teams to titles. That is not remotely true because didn't Chauncey Billups at point guard lead the Detroit Pistons to NBA championship at 6'3"? Jalen Brunson is listed as 6'2". So I think that she's wrong on that point. That's why Knicks fans and even players were quick to show their receipts and demand an apology after Brunson earned Finals MVP honors. Nevertheless, Hammon won't apologize or even back down from her take. If anything, she's doubled down on it. Let me tell you this, you cannot tell privileged white women that they're wrong, especially, again, somebody who comes from the Greg Popovich tree. And, you see how he acts towards the media, But this is what she had to say. Jalen, all he did was prove history wrong. He proves he's an outlier. So you can put his name next to Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas and I thought he played brilliantly, especially down the stretch, Hammon said, per Madeline Kinney of the New York Post. I mean, he was that 1A dude, but like apologize. I'm never going to apologize for having an opinion. That's what ESPN pays me for. Hammon can't. He was 1A dude, but like apologize. I'm never gonna apologize for having an opinion. Okay, somebody rewrote that. Okay, let me say this about this. Again, we have this woman, this privileged white woman who wants to sit here and she wants to throw opinions out there. And when she's wrong, she wants to come back and say, I'm not gonna apologize. He proved history wrong, not me. Y'all see how she did that? She said that history was wrong, not her. Jalen Brunson played like he's 6'5", 6'6", all right? And to me, the height thing is just overrated. If you can handle the ball, distribute, and you're gutsy, you're going to be able to win games or even championship. This is why, again, you can never tell a woman that she is wrong. She is always going to move the goalposts. She's talking about how Jalen Brunson is an outlier and he proved history wrong. No, Becky, he proved you wrong. But your refusal just proves that you're the type of woman who takes no accountability. None at all. Again, I'm not the big apology guy, but if you're sitting up here talking down on this guy, and again, it's no telling how long she had been speaking down on him, because if his sister is upset and his teammates, she's probably been doing it for a while. Truth be told, Hammon didn't have anything to apologize for. She didn't disrespect Brunson or call him a bad player. She just stated facts backed by history and numbers. In fact, the Knicks needed to trade Karl Anthony Towns to take some heat off Brunson, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Basketball is a team sport for a reason. So the guy who wrote this article is on her side, basically. Pundits are there to share their thoughts, and Hammon has already proved to be a basketball savant. She wasn't the only one who doubted Brunson and the Knicks, so she shouldn't have to take all the heat. Oh, really? Well, let's go to this article. This was back in May, right? This was when I believe they got into the finals. She was doubling down then. Let's get into it. Becky Hammon is not backing down about what she once said regarding Jalen Brunson's stature. Despite the fact that New York Knicks star is now soaring to new heights with an NBA Finals berth. The Las Vegas Aces coach is standing by her comments from more than 2 years ago, in which she once implied that the 6'2" Knicks guard was too small to make a big impact. I speak from experience. Hammon, who's listed at 5'6", yeah, but you're a female basketball. Okay. In her WNBA playing days, told reporters on Tuesday, May 26, Allen Iverson got MVP and he lost in the finals. I think the two best teams are probably in the West, but I'm up for being proven wrong. You wanted so badly for Jalen Brunson to lose. And when he kept winning, I know a piece of you I know you were hurt and you did not want to address Jalen Brunson at all. She continued, that's the other thing. I think Jalen Brunson's a hell of a player. I'm speaking historically on the NBA with what I said. I don't know why everybody's so stuck on that. I said it 2 years ago. I stand by it. Well, let me tell you something, Becky. There are other people who make outrageous takes, right? Skip Bayless was notorious for his takes. Stephen A. Smith, even Shannon Sharp, where they're confronted when they are proven wrong. Why does Becky Hammon, why does she feel like she shouldn't be called out? Why does she feel like people should just forget about what she said? Because again, this was before they got to the finals, I believe. And she was doubling down then, and she was hoping that he didn't win. because then she'd be proven right. But she was proven wrong, and she can't take it. She can't take it that this 6'2" guard was able to not only win a Finals MVP, not only win an NBA championship, but win Finals MVP. You knew she was hurting on the inside because she was going to have to address this. Why do she expect people to just walk away from this and not address it ever again? Jalen Brunson was pissed about that. You don't think that he doesn't have the right to address this and be upset about this, even though I don't think he's mentioned Becky's name? Why should people just forget what you said? Like you're above criticism. Only a woman can sit up there and act like she's above criticism. And Becky Hammon acts like she's above criticism. And if you work in media, Becky, and you say something and you're completely wrong, you have to be held accountable. And the fact that she doesn't feel like she should be held accountable, because again, Becky, if it was anybody else, they'd be called out too. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Just say that you're wrong. And again, she doubled down before the finals because she really thought the Knicks weren't going to win. That is why people are calling you out, Becky, because not only did you say this 2 years ago, you doubled down on it again. You doubled down on it again. Let's go to what Jalen Brunson's sister had to say. Erica Brunson did not need a long post to reignite the Becky Hammon debate after Jalen Brunson finished the job she once said he could not finish. And again, people think that Becky shouldn't be called out over that. What? Why shouldn't she? The Knicks guard is now a champion, a Finals MVP, and the cleanest answer to every lingering question about whether he could lead a title team as the top option. That made his sister two-word response harder than any extended argument ever could. In an ex post following the Finals MVP announcement for the Knicks 2026 NBA championship win, Erica Brunson, quote, posted Hammon's old critique with a simple question, now what? Very simple, to the point. Becky Hammon, not only did she say this 2 years ago, if it was just 2 years ago when Becky says this, I can understand y'all saying, you know what, it's time to move on. But she doubled down on it before the finals. She doubled down on it before the finals. So, of course, Jalen Brunson is going to feel some type of way. His family's going to feel some type of way. His teammates are going to feel some type of way. Why shouldn't Becky Hammon be held accountable? Because if it was a man, he'd be getting called out too. You don't think players have not called out people on like Stephen A. Smith get called out all the time. Skip Bayless has gotten called out all the time. Why does Becky Hammon think that she is above criticism? You want to work in TV? You're going to get criticized. But because she's a disciple of Greg Popovich, great coach, but he's a known asshole. Just ask the people around San Antonio media, right? That's how he is. And she's developed those same traits. But the difference is that Greg didn't work in television. She's working in television. You're critiquing current basketball players. They are going to get mad if you tell the world that because of their height, they can't lead a team to an NBA Finals. And Jalen Brunson proved her wrong. So he has absolutely every right to throw it in your face. You don't want to apologize? At least say you're wrong. But to sit up here and act like you're shocked and surprised that people would criticize you, like the person that wrote that first article that I read, just shows y'all that they don't believe in equality. They believe that women who have outrageous opinions should not be called out when they're wrong. So let me know in the comment section. Let me thoughts, like this video and share it. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next one.